it sounds like, yeah, dude, you were throwing away your sex doll and you didn't know how to do it without being embarrassed. So you almost drowned and you had to call yourself an ambulance.
Took the head off because I didn't want anyone to recognize it.
I'm just saying, and I didn't want any DNA left. And then you almost drowned trying to get rid of it because of your shame for whatever reason. I don't know. You should have just, whatever. Yeah, I own a sex doll. It's my thing.
Put the cum dumpster in the dumpster.
That's right.
Whatever. You don't
Burn
take
it
it to the ocean.
You probably don't want to burn it, but
there's enough plastic in the ocean. Put it in the dumpster. Well, there's enough shit in the landfill.
Dispose of it, whatever properly is. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with a used sex doll.
Donate it.
Okay.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs, and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm gonna talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm gonna lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm 𝓚𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓂. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're gonna get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna wax the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me!
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl that loves it when you come up from behind and scare the shit out of her. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. This is Kinky Katie's rule number 399. Oh my god, almost 400.
Almost.
I am your host, Kinky Katie, and with me, as always, is my absolutely terrifying favorite flesh-covered fuck toy, Mr. SC.
Right.
What is going on?
That or this.
This or that.
Okay.
Sure.
Right.
We are coming to you live from Rule 34 Studios, KinkyKatieRadio.com and RadioCast.net. Yeah, no. That did make me laugh because SC... Earlier today, I was futzing around on my phone, just laying on the couch, and I thought that one of my big cats had jumped up behind me, behind my head, but it was SC, and he scared the ever-living shit out of me.
Unintentionally. I mean,
yeah,
it really was.
But then now you're saying, like, oh, well, you get a little taste of your own medicine if you fucking...
Yeah, no, we talk about it all the time, how when I'm sitting where I sit in our living room, that you come up to me all the time, and jump scare me constantly, consistently.
Okay, but to be fair, you're pretty jumpy as it is. I mean, I'm just standing there, and then you catch me, like you see me standing there, like oh, like you jump, like I'm gonna murder you or something.
It's the same thing that just happened to you. It's the same thing. I get startled. Yeah,
yeah, but you get startled. I mean, I could startle you no problem, like. Right after another.
Right, yeah, because I'm at home and I do not expect somebody to come up behind me like a ninja. It's unexpected.
Let's stick my finger in your ear.
Right, I mean, I have locked the door. There are no monsters in this world, and I am fine.
Yeah, all right.
None under my bed, none in the closet. I should be completely safe of anybody coming up behind me in a startling manner, but I'm not, because you enjoy the fear. You like it. It's your favorite.
It kind of does play a little bit into my porn pick of the week, but we'll get to that a little later.
Right.
But I think we got some fun stuff to talk about.
Right.
I wanted to say shout out to Bach at Better Roasted Tattoo. Thank you very much. Talked about him last week. Said I was going to get my tattoo bar, and I got my tattoo bar, and I love it. So
came out good.
Yeah.
A tattoo that is for people listening.
Yeah, it came out great. It's it's teddy bear tattoo. And it is to go along with my Willy tattoo, which is a tribute to Kill Cam, which I just read a very good review from Horror Society, and I was happy with it.
Well, good.
Yeah.
See, I told you. You did a good job. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
I was excited.
You were very psychotic sounding.
Yeah.
And looking in the movie, yes.
Yeah, he said that I played it insane, batshit crazy pretty well.
Right.
So I was like, yay.
Yeah, which like circles right back to you being terrifying in the house with the person you live with.
And
Same idea.
I love
just
how
comes naturally to you.
I love how they said too how one of the parts was like, yeah, I really love how Chris Woods doesn't always use like perfect models, you know. They get like the old fat lady.
You're very brave.
I hate that so much.
I know you do.
I hate that so.
Right.
You're so brave. It's like, fuck off.
Right. Right.
Sorry, though.
What am I brave for? Why don't you explain it to me? What do you mean brave? When you say brave, what do you mean?
Sure.
What's your point?
Oh no, a lot of the times, especially this one person, she's like, I could never do what you do. I could never be that way. But now she started to post a bunch of pictures that are racy, and I'm like, oh, you're so brave. No, I don't say that to her though, because I'm not that. I mean, I'm an asshole, but
that would be pretty bad on just random pictures on some old lady's Facebook.
Yeah.
Right. It would be strange. No doubt.
So
it would be pretty abrasive.
Whatever. Speaking of kind of like, well, I did an interview on a podcast the other day, and
that poor kid.
He was not ready for me at all.
You are very aggressive. Like, there's almost the last time you did, you were very aggressive to the poor guy who was doing it, and the poor guy dealt with it very well.
Well, I was trying to be a lot nicer this time, because the last time I was pissed.
Right. You weren't pissed this time. You were just playfully being aggressive.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I sent him a message afterwards, and I'm like, I was just playing around. I hope I didn't, offend you. And he goes, no, not at all.
He didn't sound offended, but you were enjoying anything you could say to the guy to make him squirm in any way, shape, or form is what you were saying. Right. Terror vampiring. Yeah, that's what you were doing.
It's just, I don't know what it is. I think I'm more of a cat person than I want to admit, because it's like, I like to see you in fear and uncomfortable, and then that like makes me want to play with you more.
Right.
Like, I have fun.
Yeah. Like pulling the wings off of things, stuff like that.
Isn't that horrible?
I don't know.
Like taking a firecracker and like shoving it up a frog's ass?
You only do it when you think you can get away with it. I mean, you're like,
we gotta test the waters, and then if they're like, you're like, oh.
Well, like you don't do that to me. Meaning, I don't know that you could do that to me.
No,
but I mean, you can sneak up behind me and get me to jump that way. That's how you get your terror vampire fix from me.
Well, no, because I mean, we're so much alike anyway, and really, that's kind of how we've managed, I think, to be with each other. Like, you put up with me for so long is because we do have a lot in common. Like, we are a lot alike. So, and I'm not gonna. You wouldn't be like hee 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 or oh my god, I can't talk about that. You wouldn't do that at all. Right. So I can't do that. That's why I have to go. I gotta attack you and scare the shit out of you to get my fix.
So the guy was very nice, and
he was super nice.
And I don't know. I thought it was funny, the interview. I don't know how much of it he'll actually save, because I have no idea what he podcasts about at all. Zero. None.
Well,
no clue.
He does movie reviews and stuff like that, which.
Okay.
I was looking at some of the movies that he's reviewing and this and that, and I'm like thinking, I totally understand why he was kind of I made him nervous.
Because he's kind of a normal guy. He's just an average Joe.
Yeah, he seemed like a normal golly gee kind of guy, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, my pussy this and fuck that.
Well, being yourself, really.
Yeah,
100%.
I know.
Yeah,
but
and then any chance you could to ask him any question that would make him squirm, you would.
I did.
What are you into? You're touching your nipples, aren't you?
Your
nipples are hard, aren't they?
He didn't want to answer me though, but.
Well, he knew how to draw boundaries, which I can say congratulations to him for. He was good at telling you no, bad, no, Katie, I will not answer that question.
He was, but then that made me push it
in
more.
a polite way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very aggressive though. You don't take no for an answer.
No, I don't.
You'll ask at least 3 more times.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
That's how I am. Well, that's how I was.
You're doing the closing triangle on him. You're going full Louis J. Gomez closing triangle on anybody at any point in time.
Well,
anyway, I think he was nice about it, and he was
super duper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a lot of fun, but I'll let you all know when it's going to be out, because he said it won't be out until like May or June.
Yeah. Well,
So yeah,
he's got to sit on it for a little while, figure out what he's gonna
Am I going to release this or not?
Right. And how much of this am I going to I have about 20
10
minutes, 10 15 minutes maybe. That's not too
You can make
nutty.
a special short clip. So here's a clip from what train wreck happened.
It wasn't a train wreck.
Talked
I
about
think
my nipples.
Our fans would enjoy it for sure.
Oh, of course.
I think people who listen to the show regularly would enjoy that interview a lot.
Well, the cool part is too, I asked beforehand, I was like, can I use any of the audio for my channel? He's like, yeah, I'll send you the, I think he said the uncut or the
audio.
So yeah, so you'll be able to hear the cringiness.
It wasn't cringy.
No,
I don't know.
I don't, anyway, well.
I mean, if I don't cringe when somebody gets uncomfortable, it doesn't.
No,
it makes me laugh.
I had a lot of fun,
right?
But I kind of feel bad that I don't know. He seemed like he had a lot of fun,
right?
So,
right. I mean, he could have hung up, or he could have decided to be rude at any point in time, and he wasn't.
He could have. Yeah, we talked for like 2 hours.
No, he was laughing and having a good time too. So yeah, I mean, he took all of your aggressiveness.
Oh yeah,
in the proper manner.
It's kind of fun trying to get someone to say certain words when they don't want to, because there's people within earshot that aren't within earshot.
Right.
Because I was just trying, what was it, masturbation or jerking off, or what was I trying to get him to say?
I don't remember something.
But anyway, we wouldn't say it.
Right.
Coming.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. It's kind of like the penis game. You say penis, like quiet, you get louder each person. So you're like, penis!
Wow, I was pretty quick on that one. I almost had you. I got you.
Yeah.
Quick draw.
There's a cycling team.
Okay.
That they're trying to get their uniforms changed. Their uniforms.
Right.
Well, because it makes them look like that they're naked crotches. They do.
They're actual like Ken doll looking
crotches. Yeah, but the shading too. Yeah, and the shading too sometimes looks like.
So it looks like
they've got pubes. But here's the thing: for those of you who are listening and are not watching on YouTube.
What are you talking about? It's great.
No. That's it's long sleeve, one piece, shorts, zippers up the front. Looks like a normal cycling uniform. Right. But it looks like it's kind of like a crop top, and just like
there's a strip
thigh
painted
holders.
There's a strip painted through the middle. That's how they do realistic type stuff. So you like from the pussy lips up to about the bottom boob,
like under the boobs, probably like mid section. It's like a beige flesh tone.
So it looks like you have like leggings and a crop top on.
Yeah,
pretty
and
much
crotchless.
I wonder what the ass looks like. Is the ass hanging out in it?
No, the ass is not hanging out in it.
Right. Mm-mm. Right. I mean, no matter what they wear, they're lady cyclists. We're all looking. We're checking out for a toe, a clam.
Well, when they get off the bike, you can't really tell once they're on the bike.
Sweaty clam. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. Can you?
Beaver cleavage
Can
sweat?
you not? I don't know. Maybe.
I
don't watch a lot of women cycling. I can't ever remember seeing any of it, but I would imagine I know me.
Always look for the crotch.
I'm just saying.
I know. Why is that? I mean, I always do it too. Whenever I'm watching any kind of like sporting event, especially like, I don't know, like ice skating or whatever. I always look at the crotch.
Right. Little slip of the clam. You're waiting to see if somebody slips a clam out somewhere unintentionally.
But not just the women, the men too. I try to look at the bulge.
I don't do that so much. No.
Well,
it's really only females for me. It's weird.
I'm just saying that yes, I do.
You're a crotch looker.
I could, and I mean I am, and I could never use one of those like eye motion sensors, like cursor things, because I would get in trouble so much.
Because we've seen people, streamers, watch videos, with their audiences or whatever, and they have software hooked up so you can see where their eyes are looking at as they're watching the video.
Yeah, it's a tracker.
And it's funny just how often it ends up in boobs and ass and
crotch.
Really.
And I know,
whether
I
you
would.
realize it or not, there's a lot of people checking out,
Genitalia.
yeah, men and women. Well, here's a man and a man and a woman who do the same thing.
I know. So I don't know. It's like whatever. Let's go to.
Usually you'll at least shout out, like, you'll let me know I'm missing something. You'll be like, ooh, ooh,
I
ooh,
will.
ooh, third row up, third row up.
I know.
Right there in the audience. Huh, look at that.
Look at those hoots. God damn, lady. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing.
Right, or not.
Hussy.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
Right, sure.
Let's go to my favorite segment.
Stand by.
Standing by.
It might not be the porn you would pick. It is the porn Katie would. It's time once again for
Katie's porn pick of the week.
So my porn pick of the week kind of does have a little bit to do with the terror vampire succubus deal.
Okay.
It's kind of been a little mild for me. It's like it's only been slight. But like
Right.
the slight. Well, I mean,
What has?
You tell me.
To what? What you
My
haven't said
terror
anything.
vampire. I think like I got my fill during that interview, so it's like I haven't been trying to
Right.
attack
Me.
you as much, right? But just a little bit. But that's like I'm satisfied with that.
Right. You fed off of a nice young virginal type of a dude. That's your favorite.
Dude, I was glutton.
Delicious regular person.
It was a buffet of fun. So, but anticipation
Okay.
of possible sex, but
Right.
but kind of like edging, but not.
Okay.
Like not to the point of masturbating, but just the, are they, aren't they, or am I, aren't I? Just the anticipation is kind of getting me real horny.
Right. Well, Meatloaf just died a little while ago too, so whole anticipation. There's a whole line there, Meatloaf line. Anyway, moving on.
Are you talking about maybe Rocky Horror Picture Show?
There you go. He was in that.
He was in that, but
Right.
it was Dr. Frankfurter who was
That
like
does-
anticipation.
Right. But Meatloaf was in it. So, immediately when I think Rocky Horror Picture Show, I think Meatloaf.
loaf.
I do.
All right,
He's like one of the main people I think about.
even though he's only in it for a little bit.
He is only in it for a little bit, but he stands out to me as in people that I recognize now. You know what I mean? Like, I
Opportunity, bless my soul.
Right. Everybody else in it, it's just like, I don't know. Who are the other people that were in the original?
Rocker.
Do you know anybody that
Yes.
Okay.
Susan Sarandon, Barry Bosworth,
Okay. Name.
Tim Curry.
You got nothing. I still got nothing. I don't know who any of those people are.
Whoa.
I've heard
yes,
those
you
names.
do.
I totally
You
heard
saw-
those names.
You saw their face, you know exactly who they are.
This is what I'm saying. If I saw their face, I would know who they are, and their names are familiar for sure. Like Susan Sarandon, yeah, she's been in movies, but I can't.
Bull
to me,
Durham?
I'm getting nothing. Like I'm getting no. But when I think the loaf, I know exactly who the fuck I'm thinking about. I'm just saying,
Wow.
there's a stronger mental image for me in the loaf for whatever reason. Not that I was ever a big Meatloaf fan, just I could have described him quicker than I could describe Susan Sarandon.
Huh.
I mean, if you say Bull Durham, I'm thinking, okay, she's a chick.
Yes, red hair.
Red?
She's with Tim Robbins. Been with him forever.
That's another name that sounds familiar.
Nice tits. Big.
Right. Is that stuff that happened? That happened all in the 1900s. I mean, you can't go
70s, 80s,
Yeah,
100s,
sway
2000s.
in the 1900s. Forget that. Whatever.
Okay, Tim
Those people
Curry.
were
Tim
10.
Curry. He's been in a shit ton of stuff. He was the original Pennywise.
Curry.
The clown.
Curry.
He was in Legend. He played Darkness.
Okay, this is all sounding vaguely familiar, but whatever. Still not
Clue.
getting mental. Right? I know I've
Wadsworth.
seen that movie. Wow. I know.
Okay.
I mean, I know some of the plot to Clue and some of the lines, but I have no detailed. I could describe the people in it.
CTE.
Oh, call it whatever you want.
Wow.
Yeah, lack of sleep too. I think. I don't know. There's a few factors.
All right. Well, that's my porn pick.
Katie's porn pick of the week.
All right. There was an old guy. He was trying to do a good deed. He thought it was a dead woman that washed up on the shore, like it washed up on the beach, but it ended up being a headless sex doll.
Well, so what did he do? I ran down right away and I stuck my dick into the body to make sure that it wasn't alive.
Well, he saw the body floating like face down, in the water. Yes, so it was like
to fuck.
bare butt,
right?
And he realized, he's like, oh my god, that's a woman. Is she dead? And he went to go rush, and it was a headless fuck doll.
That's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Walking down the beach, minding your own business, and then you dive into some cold ass Pacific water to save a sex doll.
Well, and he was 67 years old too.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Did he keep the doll after he figured out it was a doll? How does anybody know about this? I mean, you're the guy.
Well, because he would probably like call and said, "Hey, there's a body in the water," and then maybe tried to like pull it out. But,
okay.
Call the authorities first.
I was about to say, like, if you thought somebody was a somebody and you grabbed them, pulled it out, and went, "Son of a bitch, it's a doll." Hang on, let me call the police about this. Why would you? That's what I'm saying.
Better alert the media. Look what I found. You'll never guess. I thought it was
right, and I fell on it.
Again and again and again.
I mean, because it sounds like that. It sounds like, yeah, dude, you were throwing away your sex doll and you didn't know how to do it without being embarrassed. So you almost drowned and you had to call yourself an ambulance.
Took the head off because I didn't want anyone to recognize it.
I'm just saying, and I didn't want any DNA left. And then you almost drowned trying to get rid of it because of your shame for whatever reason. I don't know. You should have just, whatever. Yeah, I own a sex doll. It's my thing.
Put the cum dumpster in the dumpster.
That's right.
Whatever. You don't
burn
take it to the ocean.
You probably don't want to burn it, but
there's enough plastic in the ocean. Put it in the dumpster. Well, there's enough shit in the landfill.
Dispose of it. Whatever properly is. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with a used sex doll.
Donate it.
Okay.
There's somebody out there who would probably love to have a secondhand sex doll.
I mean, you could like bring it to Europe and they could put it in their catapults to shoot bodies over the wall in the castle. They do that in Europe, I guess. I've seen it in movies.
Okay, sure. Great. There was this girl, she goes, I feel like such an asshole. She found out that she was the side piece.
Okay.
She didn't know.
She didn't know there was anybody else.
No, she didn't know that he had a girlfriend and everything.
Right.
And then she was the other woman.
Uh-huh.
She was the side piece.
It happens a lot.
Well, I'm sure it does happen a lot, but I mean, she's just,
so I take it she wasn't down with OPP?
No, she was not. She was not down with it at all. And she got upset. She's like, "You're cheating on me." He's like, "Actually."
I'm really cheating on her.
Well.
If I was being honest.
Yeah. But who's being honest?
You're the hoe. You really.
That's right.
I mean, nobody's going to take your side in any of this. They're just all going to say that you knew the whole time.
Yeah. And that's going to suck. Because then you'll be like, "I swear I didn't." They're like, "Trollop."
Well, homewrecker.
Little skank.
Just saying.
I've been called a homewrecker before, and I've been called a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, whoa.
First of all, who is your husband? Well, like, what are you talking about?
Son or husband or boyfriend? No, it's like,
and what? Who is this person?
Right.
And even when you see their profile picture and their name, and you go, "Okay, who is this? I don't know who this is. How did I wreck your home? I don't even know you, and I don't know him."
My husband's sleeping with someone, and he messaged you. Right on my profile, it says where I live, where I'm from. That's where I live and where I'm from. I'm not in your state.
You live in Finland, you weirdo. Jesus.
I travel on business. All right. That's fine.
Well, that, or, he direct messaged you. Hang on, let me look at my message. Nice tits. He said nice tits to me. Like, he just said nice tits. How does that have anything to do with me?
And that was like 3 months ago.
Uh-huh. And I didn't respond.
Right. Didn't respond. And I just looked at it the other day. Or, and they keep going on and on and on and on and on. It's like, all right, dude, whatever.
I always have to initiate sex. And he comes right to you just like that.
I used to get upset about it and kind of like scared. I'm like, oh my God. But then I'm like, why? Why am I freaking out and acting stupid when this has nothing to do with me? Like, I didn't do anything.
Right.
I don't even know you. Go away. Like, I'm not getting mad at this. Like, you're not going to fuck up my day.
Right.
Anyway.
And even if let's say you were somebody that I knew, okay, control your man. What do you want me to do?
That's what
When you want me to block him, I'll block him. But actually, I already did because I don't want to hear it from either one of you anymore.
That's fucking happened to me before. There's this guy, he told his girlfriend because he like did something or whatever and pissed her off, and he said, oh no, I was hanging out with Katie and she like took her top off. She goes, and then like I saw her, she's like, why would you do that, you fucking whore? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I didn't do that.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, why would I fucking believe you, slut? And I'm just like, whoa. I was like, no. And she's like, I mean, got like other people were like, you fucking whore. Like, you're such a slut. Can't you get men on your own? I mean, it was just like, wow. Anyway, I just, that pissed me off. That's kind of like another reason why I don't like women very much.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it was some dude talking. It was his fault. Literally, it's his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not her fault. It's his fault. He told her that you did.
And she believed him.
Okay, yeah, that's the person she's in love with. Of course she believed him. You're just some whore on the internet. Well, think about it. Even if it was from my perspective and I said, so-and-so did X, Y, and Z, you would believe me. If the girl was like, no, I didn't, Katie, I never did any such thing, you'd be like, okay, fuck off.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It would be no different. He's the dick. 100%.
Yeah.
It's totally his fault.
Well, that was like 20 years ago, so.
Okay.
Anyway.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. People just come at me on the internet because I don't see anyone face to face.
And are you sure you didn't take your top off 20 years ago? Do you know?
Yes, I definitely know.
Do you?
No, because the time the time she was talking about, like what? Yes.
I bring up Exhibit A. How many times have you had no idea what you did the night before?
Okay, a lot.
Just
a lot.
More than 20?
Yes.
Right. 50, 100?
Whatever.
Okay. But somehow you're confident that you didn't.
Yes. Because I knew 100% that I was not getting slammered
and
because I had stuff that I had to do.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I didn't believe me either.
I have literally been with you, and I know I have been in that situation with you where neither one of us had a fucking clue what we did the day before. Zero. Both of us together. No idea.
Okay, well, I don't care then. You think
I'm not saying you did, but all I'm saying is there is a remote possibility. And so ends your lesson on gaslighting, kids. He's the dick, though, 100%. Fuck that dude.
Another dumb fuck happened to end up in the hospital. This 55-year-old man, he said he swallowed a cup while drinking tea.
The whole cup?
And that's how the cup got up his ass, is because he swallowed it.
I like that one. That's
he didn't fall on it.
It went through the front side.
He swallowed it.
It went down the right direction.
Yeah. This was in India. He was complaining of abdominal pain, and then the doctor said that there was a serious disturbance in his intestines, and I'll show you a picture of it removed.
That's a glass cup.
Of it removed.
That's a cup.
Yes.
Holy.
That is a broken glass cup that is not very clean.
That's wow.
Yeah, graphic, isn't it?
Wow.
I won't even get away with that on YouTube.
Well, to be fair, the guy was working in an Indiana Jones movie as like in the bazaar, somebody who does like circus acts, wandering around town in an old Indiana Jones movie.
Well, I don't know.
I like the idea that somebody thought that like a pint that's like a pint glass.
No, it's actually
It's smaller.
I'm looking at the X-ray, which is in the article. You'll be able to see it because he went in bottom first, up that way.
Yeah, like you would think.
Like you would.
The
'cause-
graduated end. You don't do the fat end first.
Yeah.
And you got a
plus
ridge
it's thinner
that
a
way.
rim.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need something solid so you can just crank it in
Yeah, so
there
you can,
and then work it in, shove it, and then let do your body's
Like you're
natural
making
suction.
donut
do
holes
work.
or something.
Fuck yeah. Just pop that sucker in there. Well, it looks kind of like maybe like a highball glass.
Oh wow, it's a wide one.
Yeah, it's pretty wide. It's about
He was just going for the rim, and he lost control.
and it's at an angle too. You could see. I mean, it's crammed up in there, and it's definitely did not come out in one piece, but
No,
it did.
That was a pretty graphic little situation you were showing me there. It looked like they were trying to make. I don't know what. It's not good.
yeah, but the whole base of it though was intact, so that was at least helpful.
Other parts of it were broken,
No,
and there were all kinds of some sort of matter all over it. Looks like something from a movie set you did.
yeah, it does.
Really?
Well, anyway, if you kind of want a better idea and you can watch to see kind of something like this happen, I mean, there's pictures and stuff in the article that I'll post on the show notes. But if you see one guy, one jar,
Same idea.
same idea. Just
Well, you don't see anything. I don't know that you see anything in the one guy. Do you? No, like he's. I don't remember, or I chose not to remember.
yeah, there's blood.
Well, I know there was
blood.
I remember there being blood, but I just remember most of it being the expression on his face, and you could hear the thunk, and you see him kind of like his eyes open wide, and him just kind of. And it reminds me of the dude who anytime somebody gets hurt in a fetish accident, they have that same look on their face, like that.
Uh-oh.
Really?
This is really bad.
I mean, I am gonna be fine probably, but I am going to have to endure this like with people I don't know. I'm gonna have to explain somehow that I shove this jar right up my ass, and that I do it a lot. It's never broken before. I don't know what to tell you.
Swear it's never happened to me before. Sure, these lesions say different. But
Things are not a lot harder to be embarrassed about if you just own it. Like, and you know this too, because anytime something like that happens, if you just go, you know what? Yeah, that was me. And I will get explicit about it, and just because everybody else would be more embarrassed than you if you turn it on them.
And then they'll just shut up.
Right. You do the same thing though. Anytime somebody has ever tried to like embarrass us about like something we've shot or something like that, it's like, oh no, I'm going to go into extreme detail on exactly how we shot that and what we were thinking and everything about it, just like you want to hear it.
Yep.
Even though you don't.
No fun.
Right.
Especially that's if someone tells me to tone it down. It's like, tone it down. Tone it down? Oh, we are now guaranteed to be cranked up about 5 fucking notches.
I mean, you're literally trying to make us somehow, you want me to feel shame? I read about shame once. I don't think I am. Is it like psychotic to not feel that way? I mean, I do, but I would never admit it to somebody if they were fucking with me in any way, shape, or form. I do not care what you would, you know what I mean?
I've gotten better at that. I used to be so insecure about things that I was into or things that I thought that I shouldn't or whatever. And nah.
At some point you turn a corner and you just start leaning in and you say, you know what? This feels really good. Fuck you people.
Leaning hard.
That's right. That's right. I didn't really want to be your friend anyway.
And you know what? This is actually becoming fun now.
Well, kind of.
Because at one point you're going to just be like, Okay.
No, I know. That's the face that I'm waiting for. Is them to uncomfortably, like, subconsciously being trying to back out of the room, where they kind of go, oh, and you're like, yeah, it's so good. Especially when they come in aggressively with something that they were trying to say about you or whatever, and then they realize you're not going to shame me. I'm going to get really loud about it. I'm going to make sure everybody knows what we're talking about. For sure.
Yeah. I can remember one time that there was this one chick that came in pretty fucking hot, demeaning me and like people who
the porn store?
Like do stuff like with adults and shit like that. And I talked about it, whatever. I'm like, oh, and by the way, yeah, your boyfriend sends me dick pics. So but I mean, I love that, especially, when someone's being like that. I'm like, your dad or your brother or your boyfriend, whatever, husband, they want a piece, guys. They say that they want the good girl, but they like the sluts. They do.
Okay.
Anyway.
Some of them do.
We're going to go to an episode of Rule 34, and when we come back, oh my God, this poor virgin. I'll tell you all about it. And welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com and RadioChaos.net. You can get me on the Twitter later at Kinky Katie Radio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, KinkyKatieRadio@gmail.com. You can also Google me because I like it. And you can get me on the Twitter later, as I already said, and YouTube. Get me on YouTube.
Right.
Sorry. I'm
So sorry.
It's a little bit of a phlegmage.
So sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's that break time refresher.
Right. Right. When you realize, hey, I'm really, really high now. Huh.
Well, whatever.
It happens.
All right. So this guy, there was this 37-year-old virgin.
Okay. The 37-year-old virgin.
37-year-old virgin.
Okay.
Well, he was trying to experiment with things, and it was kind of they're calling it an unsuccessful sex game.
Okay. He's trying to figure out how to bang. Or he's trying to have sex with somebody, a sex game. He's a 37-year-old virgin.
I understand that, but what it was, he had a 6-foot nylon string jammed up inside his urethra.
The old 6-foot nylon string and the urethra trick.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I forgot all about that one.
So
that's a neat one.
Yeah, he got it stuck. I don't know how he got it stuck. What it got
what
stuck
do you mean how he got it stuck? He fell on it, of course.
No, he swallowed it.
Yeah, it went down the front end and ended up coming out the urethra.
He had to pee.
Obvious. He is that other guy's cousin, the Highball Cup up the butt guy.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's his cousin.
I'm sure.
All day long.
Jesus Christ.
He just kept feeding the rope.
He did. He just kept feeding it, and then he couldn't get it out. He was getting it stuck, and then he said that he was too embarrassed.
Sure.
To get it taken care of.
That's what I'm saying. That's what happens to everybody.
There was some serious complications, and he almost had to have his dick cut off.
See what happens. Just go to the hospital. Just do it. Just, if you shove something in some hole and that thing disappeared, and you can't fish it out immediately with a couple of fingers, and you can't do anything about it. Wow, that's an awful lot of rope.
6 foot, baby.
It's an awful lot of nylon rope.
Yeah, I just showed SC a picture, which you'll be able to see in the show notes. But yeah,
and it was, he wanted to get it up. He got it all in there, enjoying it, right?
I'm sure.
Right. It wasn't like like sometimes an ass toy, and we know this, you can have it and you'll clench the right way and it can just go north. Yeah. Like that can happen in an ass. A urethra? No. You
have to feed it.
You're fucking
forcing it.
You are furiously feeding nylon fucking cord down
foie gras-ing it
dick hole, and you're doing 6. So that means you had the end of it, and you're like, oh yeah, just the end, and you shoved it down there. You did.
Yeah, the end of it it's all knotted up. So he had like a little plunger sort of on the end, so he could shove something down there. But then the rest of it, he had to fucking feed in because there's no other knots.
Oh my. You know what it is? Unless his dick hole is kind of like the big hole in Raised by Wolves, the one that goes through the center of the planet in that show. There's a giant pit that goes from one side of the planet to the other, as you can imagine, as there is in places. Maybe his dick hole's like that.
Sure.
And the rope just fell in. Like falling. You've seen a bucket fall down a well and the rope not tight. It just goes. And then right after the rope does, the hole of the fucking well snaps shut. Wham! There it happened. He just got a really big dick hole.
Solved. Problem solved.
That was it.
Solved. That's what happened.
That's way better than what did he say? He didn't make an excuse.
No.
He just didn't go.
Yeah.
Until he almost died.
Right. Until he almost had to have his wang removed.
Oh, you almost lost your wang, bro.
Did. Well, maybe that was, and then you never would have used it.
Well, you know, to a certain extent, some of the people who are down with the hardcore CBT really, I think they really don't like their cock in a way.
Some of them don't.
I think so. Even though most of them don't tell us, like when we're talking to them, don't necessarily admit to not liking their dick. However, there has been a couple that says, no, I don't like my dick very much.
Yeah, there's been a couple that have been very open about.
Just, I don't like it.
Like, no.
I do like it when it hurts. Wow.
So I try to make it hurt as much as possible, as often as possible. It's like, okay.
All right.
Right.
Okay. Eventually you're not going to have it. No, I know. Get that.
It's the goal.
Really.
I'm okay. When it happens, it happens.
Leaning in.
That's like they always say, you keep playing with it, it's going to fall off. Good.
Right.
Play. Good, I got a feeling with it.
I wonder if I could put 25 feet of that nylon rope in my dick hole.
Oh. Hey, I read about that kid who did it with the buckyballs.
Oh, the buckyballs. I know. That I can see happening easily. The buckyballs are just like little tiny BBs that are magnetic, in case you don't remember the several shows we talked about the dude. And anyway, you can play with them and it's like a kid's toy. And so it's like, I could see somebody starting to put them in there
and getting stuck
because they are like slick, and I could see them going in rather easy, and you thinking that you could just like pull them out and then
because they're magnetic,
and then it breaks off, but then you push it back down to nab it again, and thinking you could coerce it out, but you just keep shoving more and more, and yeah,
I had like 50 of them.
I can see that happening completely, but the nylon rope. No, dude, you intentionally shoved it down there.
Yeah, and that's just like the guy that did it with his earphones, his headphones, the headphone wire.
Right. But he was thinking he was going to get it out. But
no, he said he rolled over in bed while he was sleeping. But there's no fucking way you could get earbuds with a cord.
Hey, if you have the well through the center of the earth size urethra, then anything is possible.
Yeah, it's true.
We've proven that already.
There was a teacher. She was 27 years old. She got banned from teaching. She got in trouble because she fucked one of her students at prom. After prom, kid was 18.
Yeah, I still think they frown on that for some reason.
She was 27. He was 18, and
right. Now, this was in Canada, wasn't it? I think I want to say it was. I don't know. Scotland. Close enough.
It was it was Scotland.
Wow.
She's like, tonight, don't think of me as your teacher. Think of me as your equal.
All right.
So they end up get fucking pissed drunk and she ends up hooking up. They fuck.
They frown on that in most high schools. I think even in Scotland.
Well, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, unless it's you can't encourage that. However, they are both adults.
That's
like maybe
true.
you can't take her to jail, but you probably shouldn't be teaching anymore. You're
grooming.
Well, that's such a
18 though.
I know it's over the line. However, when you're like assigned the job of a teacher, it's assumed that you're not. At college,
you're not gonna fuck your students.
You're not going to fuck your students.
Yes.
It's kind of like that's a. you know.
I would have banged one of my teachers.
Sure, you definitely, yes.
Yeah.
That's definitely something you wouldn't have. That's my point. You know, like, that's why they shouldn't do that, is because,
well, I got damn close once. Damn close. And I was in middle school.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. That sounds really good and pedophilic.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was in middle school, and I don't know why I was so attracted to him, but it was. He was
a dude and he had a dick.
No, I remember his name. I'm not going to say it, but he was I guess it was Shop, if you want to call it Shop.
Right.
I don't know. We did other stuff in there too, but
it's not going to be hard to figure this out, backtrack it, and totally dox them out. So, you know, you can keep describing it if you want. You can.
Well, nothing happened, so it's not. So there's no harm done.
No harm, no foul.
Right.
Right. You wanted to, but that wasn't reciprocated, or it was reciprocated. See what I'm saying? You see where this is going?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And that was instigated by you, at least in your mind it was. Master gaslighters know how to do this to a girl who's highly susceptible to a little lighting of gas. You know?
I don't know.
You don't know? In your mind, you were all about it. Yeah. You're going to catch your hair on fire.
Probably.
That synthetic stuff goes up pretty quick.
Yeah, it does.
Woof.
Oh God, you always got to worry about the ones. Well, if I forget if they're heat resistant or not, you know, I'll take like my flat iron or just take a little piece and just go to it. Sometimes they'd be like melt. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, well, at least I did it back there.
You could only use a hairdryer on this one.
No, not even.
Not even.
No, that's why some look a little jacked up.
They got a little frizzle fried.
I don't know how to style. I can't style wigs. I brush it. You know. Anyway, never mind.
I thought that was just how you do stuff.
How I do stuff.
How you made it. I don't know. I figured it was intentional.
Oh.
That's a frizzy, weird, scalded thing.
Oh. Okay. Jesus. There's a 6-foot man goat that has been spotted terrorizing a neighborhood at night, like walking around, lurking around a neighborhood in the middle of the night.
Are we talking about like full on Greek mythology chimera man goat?
I am talking.
Man goat bear.
I am talking.
Right. Yeah. Right. Man goat elf.
Jagged up dude who's pretty much naked and has the head of a goat.
It's like Giga Chad Gollum is what it reminds me of.
It's the
like
other...
if Gollum had been taking steroids and was 3 times his size and a little beefier, you know, in some good shape, right? Like Giga Chad fucking Gollum.
What it is though, I would say it's the UK version of Sasquatch.
Is it really?
That's what I would say. That's what some people are saying.
I mean, it's definite proof that there are like elves that live in this world and they are dog ugly.
Yeah, but are elves that big?
I don't know. We're talking about mythical creatures here.
Well,
I mean, there's, you know, I don't know. Okay. Is he sleeping with the Loch Ness Monster?
Nessie?
Nessie. She's a slut.
I heard about her.
I heard she took off her top there right in front of everybody back in the 12th grade. Shop class.
She skinny dips in that water.
That's right.
Whore. There was a Michigan man. He got accused of killing a chick just so he could fuck her body.
Classic. I mean, that's just classic.
And he looks really, really close to Chris Stefano, who's a comedian.
Oh, God.
He does. I swear. I'm going to show you his face.
Chris Stefano kind of he really does. He looks like he could be his cousin.
I know.
Wow. Like, not exactly like him, but Chris Stefano kind of has that dude from Jersey look.
He does.
Like, relatively attractive, so there's nothing really wrong with him at all.
No.
But right away, you go, you're from Jersey, for whatever reason. People in other countries are going, what do you mean you're from Jersey? People from here know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So sorry, outsiders.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Look, you can look it up.
Anyway, he's 29 years old and they arrested him. He said that he beat this retired woman in his car.
As you would.
Yeah, because he wanted to fuck her. He wanted to fuck her body.
Yeah, I want to fuck a dead person.
Just got to do it while they're still warm.
Just do it the old-fashioned way and get a job at a morgue. God damn.
You don't like them cold.
Weirdo, what are you doing?
Gotta microwave their pussy.
Right, you can do that.
Yeah, actually, what you could do is you could fill
a little hot water bottle.
Yep, I was about to say fill up.
Got excited there. Yep. Bingo! Ding, 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 ding.
That's what you do. You take a bag, you fill it up with water, stick it in the microwave, get a nice knot, pop it inside, let it warm.
You've thought of this a little bit.
No, I haven't.
You have a little bit. Well, obviously you did because you went bingo and you did it loudly like, oh my God, somebody else thought of the same thing that I've been thinking of my entire life.
No.
Warming people up so you can fuck their... Wow.
No.
I mean, you would think if you were into dead people that the coldness would be part of the fun.
Ew.
It would have to be part of it, right?
Well,
I mean, you're a necrophiliac, so really cold and dry is what you're after.
well, some people like to just take a body and make a hole to fuck.
Huh. Little side puss.
Well, yeah, or
Fuck your appendix.
or your armpit, or whatever.
Kidney.
Yeah,
Or cervix.
sure,
Right.
all of that.
Right.
Oh my God, there's this guy, another dude that got in trouble. This is a little gross, but then again, that's kind of what we do here. He got arrested after driving 400 miles to meet a family he found on familyforlove.com.
Family for love.
Why this website even exists in the first place is
What's family for love? What do you mean?
it's promoting incest.
Oh, like real incest or fake incest?
Like real incest, like families.
Brothers, sisters,
looking-
cousins.
Yes.
I've known several of them.
I know. I'm aware.
They were nice people.
Well, this was a mother, a husband, and their 2 children.
Yeah. No, all sounding familiar, right?
Yeah, but these are 12 and 11-year-old boy and girl.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, they were looking for someone to come and join them.
Really? Huh.
Yes, all of them.
You know, like I said, I grew up around several people. There was and there were about 8 people involved, and different people having sex, brothers, sisters, cousins, multi-generational, like similar stories in a really weird, bizarre way. And you would think it was all like no way, that's not happening. And then you find yourself in the middle of this and you go, oh my God, yes, this was, oh, wow. I am telling you.
Well, it ended up being
Nice people, though.
but the guy really hadn't been talking to a family.
Okay.
It was set up by the Department of Homeland Security.
Okay.
So they got him.
At least it wasn't like a YouTube creator, you know, because anytime those people do like their own little pedo investigations and shit, a lot of those people don't like serve any time or anything because, you know, the shit they did was completely not legal for a court. You know what I mean? So I'm glad it was the actual police.
Yeah.
That busted them.
Yeah.
That sounds wild, though. You just, you know, put out some sort of an advertisement, whether it's online or not. It's still like you're just advertising. You want to come and fuck all of us, our family?
Yeah.
We all fuck.
I want to see you fuck my kids.
It's a little Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what I mean? I mean, you think about that. It's the same. Well, not the same kind of thing. They were like chainsawing people, but
there was an episode of the X-Files. It was called Home, and it only aired once, and it never aired again because it had to do with like incest, and they ended up, this poor woman, they cut off like her arms and her legs, and they kept her underneath the bed.
Right.
Like she was what was it? Oh God, what are they called? Tater tots?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Nugget.
Nuggets.
Same thing.
That's what it was. Well,
Right.
anyway, like everybody was fucking everybody and having babies. And it was all, like Appalachian looking, they all looked, like it was bad. Like the hills have eyes sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yes. Not right. Some ain't right with the kids.
I think I knew them too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
At some point, you should look back, or I should look back and realize, yeah, wow, that's deep white trash. That's like not even, that, wow.
Yeah.
No, lots of people like that. It's amazing.
My goodness. There. Oh, let's go to your favorite segment.
Stand by.
Standing by. God, I've been getting later
Boobs
and
in
later.
and on the news.
Pushing it. Don't
It's
care if
time
they
once
get
again
tits or
for
not. Tits Man.
So Tits Man is going to be kind of a celebrated Tits Man
Celebrated.
for a lot of people.
Right.
Can't say most people because I don't know. Anyway, Mardi Gras is going on now in New Orleans, and you show your tits, you get beads. It's kind of a known thing. There's a lot of tits.
Or you just show your tits to show your tits because you're having a good time.
Exactly.
Right.
Boobies are boobies.
Boobies are, you're just having fun.
Yeah, and did you know too that you don't even it doesn't have to be on Mardi Gras to do that?
To do what?
Show your tits on Bourbon Street.
No,
get beads.
Yeah, no, it'll happen.
I saw it.
It'll happen. However, cops, if they are within grabbing distance, will hassle you for going topless. They will. Like if they're at a distance, they're not going to come and chase you or anything. They're just gonna, hey, cut it out. But if they can grab a hold of you, they're gonna throw you in a paddy wagon just to do it. Because usually you're fucked up. So usually they're like, all right, come on.
See, I wouldn't have to be.
Right.
I show my boobs all the time.
You do. And when you were drunk, though, you were that person.
Yes,
100%.
Oh yes.
I know. I was there. So Mardi Gras time.
It's Mardi Gras time.
Go
Yeah.
check out some recent. Are they didn't cancel it this year?
No, actually, it's going on strong. They're even still doing the ones at Universal, but I don't suggest you show your tits at Universal because you will get in trouble for that.
I mean, there's only like a half a degree of separation between Florida and Louisiana. I mean,
Yeah, I
they
know.
canceled COVID a long time ago as well, I think.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
It seems like the New Orleans thing to do.
I would say so.
Like going, okay, have you seen the alleys around here? Yeah, we don't care what we get. I mean,
Smelled the alleys? Oh my God. That was so gross. The smell wafting from those gutters and those alleys. It was like old beer, puke, and piss. It was disgusting.
well, that's on fucking Bourbon Street or
Oh.
whatever. The rest of the city is, and that's just like cities everywhere. But there are a lot of like little back alleys there, is what it is. And they're the old like 1800 style back alleys. So it's really, most of it is the feel of the place because everything's kind of old and slightly creepy.
Gritty.
Right. But every city has that same behind a restaurant smell. Like, I know, I'm a plumber, trust me, it's everywhere. But in New Orleans, the whole vibe of the place is, and then when you walk down, because you have to walk through alleys to get places. And
Some I wouldn't. I looked down. I'm like, nope, no, I don't want to go down there.
I didn't give a fuck.
Of course not,
A
because
fucking rat's ass.
you're a big dude who knows how to take care of themselves.
Or not. I just stumble through it. I just stumble right through stuff.
Anyway,
Tits Man.
that's your Tits Man.
Show them boobies, get some beads.
That's right.
Watch yourself. Don't fall into puddles.
Oh no!
Well, there's lots of people walking around. I'm just saying. There's some old streets.
Don't fall into puddles.
If those streets could talk, I'm sure they would have a lot of stories.
Oh my God. I'm sure of it. Oof.
Yeah, I know. Except when I was there, it was before Katrina, and so I don't know how that changed this. I don't know how that changed things at all. I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know. I was
You were
there.
there
I was
after.
there for a few hours, and I
Way
was there
after.
after. Yeah, way
Way
after.
after. So, I mean, I'm sure they were kind of back to doing the same kind of things they did when I was there.
Uh-huh.
But it's a freewheeling kind of a place. I mean, it reminds me, it's same as here in a lot of ways. Like, there's nobody fucking with you for just being, an idiot walking around town. Like, you could have a drink. Nobody's coming to hassle you walking around with an open container, or
It's like the Vegas of the East.
of the South. Yeah, it's kind of like redneck Vegas in a way, without gambling.
Yeah.
Except you can go on a riverboat not far away. There's like little gambling riverboats for some reason that go up and down the Mississippi that I don't know why, but you're allowed to gamble on. I never understood that at all.
I don't know.
Don't really care, but I've been on them. Strange. Get on like an old style fucking paddle wheel boat or whatever, and go for a cruise up the Mississippi, and you know they'd have like fucking gambling tables and slots, and I think slots. I don't remember. It's kind of fuzzy now that I think about it, but anyway.
So yeah. All right, guys. So we got to get out of here for tonight. I hope you had fun with us. I had fun.
Right. Check out Katie's new movie.
That's right. Check out Kill Cam. Whoa. And I got 2 coming up.
Right.
In April.
You're everywhere.
I am everywhere.
Or several of the death court services. Right. Been in several.
I've been in a few, and some more coming up.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekday, month, shift, drive, commute, whatever it is you are doing. And SC, do you have anything for me?
Huh?
All right, guys. Well, keep me on social media. Check things out. Look for updates and shite. And check me out on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Kiss on your paint bright side. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.
I like tacos and burritos.